Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming and welcome back to Satisfactory, where if you are enjoying the series I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment or a subscription. Any will help the channel grow and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode we were over at the Nexus and we were building the parts we needed for the space elevator. And what this is the second time I've done this intro because I started doing something there and then I was like, oh, I'm missing cable. Oh, hang on, we've got a whole factory where we're building wire and cable. Maybe I can pinch some from there and try and feed it into the network and everything. And then I've come over here and this entire cable floor, so these are all making wire that gets put into these guys to make cable, is turned off. And I'm like, why is that turned off? And I've come downstairs and this entire line's full of limestone. And I don't understand why, because... Oh, no, I didn't mean to go in the hypertube. Because if I pop outside and check the miner, well, the miner is on a copper node, but it's full of limestone. I have no idea what's gone on there. So we're going to need to try and drain this so that we can... Oh, God, I really need to move where that is. We need to try and drain this line so that we can get the copper flowing again. So, I mean, this is gonna be horrid, but can we, just for the purposes of getting this done, you know, do horrible clips and just run it straight in there into that awesome sink? Because that should hopefully get those bits cleared. Cool. And then when I see copper flowing through... Excellent. We'll cut that now. So that's drained that at least. And then what we can do is... What are you? You're all Mark 1 lines. We clear these out. I have no idea what's in those boxes. Right, okay. And then put Mark 1 lines back in. Oh yeah, I always forget it stores some in there, doesn't it? Right, okay. So we're going to have to just do that a couple of times. Just to get that first piece of limestone back out. Right, I can see the forge is firing back up, which is good. Right, okay. Okay. So that should set that all firing up again. Good. Right. Now, like I say, I'm sure it's going to have been like limestone left in here. Yeah, I really do not care for any of that, but I will try and sort those boxes out later. I'm not going to make you sit and watch all of that. Okay, so that is going to fire all of this up again, which is good. Yeah, so we're pressing all of those. That's going through all of there. We've already got like some overflow that just gets sunk for all this wire, so yay. But I'm pretty sure the cable also used to back up. There we go, at least that is processing cable again. But that does send it all the way out. Which, hang on, why have I got like wood and plant and stuff? Really don't want any of that. Okay. The bit with it is, that is going to take a while to sort itself out. So if we come back over here, the motor plant itself should be fine now. Yeah, that's all the steel stuff there. I think it's up the floor again. Is it this floor? Yeah, look, so that's all the wire coming through. Those are all the stators being made. That's fine. Here comes the cable to make the automated wiring. Okay, so we're going to be using 100 cable a minute. Okay, let's go back and check how much we're actually producing, because that's the bit I can't remember. It's been ages since we actually put this all together. Like, I think we were still in update 6? I'm sure we built this when it was update 6. So, okay. We're using 100 a minute and we are producing 30 times 8. Okay. So we're making 240. Okay, so that is additional cable we could feed into the system. If we need it, because this isn't using any rubber. This is just using the wire recipe to get it done. So this isn't going to be reliant on that. Okay. So to get that done, we would need to come over here. Oh, ran out of power. Okay. So in this floor... you are... There we go, that's the one that we're making the stators with. So you guys are making the stators, so we would need to pull an overflow from here. Okay, and then we'd need to feed it upstairs. What is upstairs from here? Is it the, like, final train station-y floor? Because if so, that we could make that work. It is. Okay. Okay. We could make that work. Because then we'd need... what? We'd need to expand this out. What are you? You're a thin concrete floor. There we go. So yeah, we need to expand this out like that. And then I need to remember which one cable goes into. And we'd need another train station, which isn't the end of the world. I mean, we can then grab the railway. Where do you have a joining point? Like, I know it'll tell me it's way... Okay. So we could do that there and then that into too close to another switch. Oh, because it splits. I see. Okay. I mean, this one we know would only ever be going out, but... okay. That could be an issue that we need to try and figure out. Moan time. Too tight turn. Okay. So you can go there. And then, yeah, okay. Yeah, and you don't like that because you need a pathing signal. That's fine. We'll put one there. Okay, alright, and then let's work at getting this cable up. At the very least out. Right, okay, I think I do need to check where the cable would actually... Remember what basically port number the cable comes in at. So I will head back to the Nexus and find that out. And I will see you guys in a couple of moments. Okay, so unfortunately Satisfactory has decided to crash on me multiple times during that. So I'm going to wrap up this episode here. I will see whether I can get some more recording. If there is, you'll see the episode is longer, but I'm not going to continue to pursue that tonight because last time I did this it just wouldn't play ball, but then it did after I restarted it. So don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, sorry about that. If I don't get any more recording done, I'll record a separate wrap up for this. But yeah, hopefully there'll be something more. Okay, we are just about back. What I have done is I did a bit of Googling, and from what I could tell, I needed to well, one of the possible fixes was to re-verify your installation files, which is what I've done, and it does seem to be behaving for the moment. But yeah, so we've got that in play. I have also got... You're the wrong way round. I have put down the 2 freight platforms here, because what we can do is we can actually bring some spare wire up as well. So, first things first, let's deal with the cable. So, what we're going to need is we're going to need a smart splitter. And then, how high up can we get this belt? Okay. Need to turn that around. And then where's the input? So the input's there. And then voila. Okay. So that's then going to start bringing up the excess cable, so we can send overflow there. There isn't any at the moment, but did that just send one up? How is there overflow? It's definitely sending it up, but smart splitter any, right, set that to none. Overflow. Something's gone wrong there. Okay, set you to none. Okay, so that shouldn't send any up. Okay. Set it to any, so if I set that to overflow. Why are you sending some up? That is not backed up yet. That's a Mark III. That's a Mark III. So there shouldn't be any... unless it's because... No, that's still sending stuff up when it... Why is it doing that? Why is it treating it like a normal splitter? Because if I set that to any... Okay, wow, that is sending up a faster... Okay, alright. Set that back to overflow. Is that one of the visual bugs? I don't like that. That doesn't seem right. Right. Smart splitter. So that should be right. Should be overflow. And then yeah, we'll come up there like that. I'm just going to tidy up that belt, it looks messy to me. Right. Okay. So there shouldn't be any overflow now. Good, that's all going through, and that should continue on until that sorts out that automated wiring. Excellent. Now then, for the other one. What I will also need to do is put a floor hole in place as well, but I can do that in a bit. So... if we replicate that and you become overflow, now this one should have some, and then we run you up in a similar way, except we point you in this direction, because you're going to go to this one. Cool. Okay. So that should then... yeah, like I say, that's going to bring a load up here. That's fine. I still don't know how I'm actually going to take that 120 because I feel like I'm going to need some. But like I say, once that all gets up to speed, because that's now got to resort its manifold out after, for whatever reason, concrete got into that copper line. We can then just let that carry on. So if we put that there. There we go. I know it's not perfect, but... Oh, that's really not perfect. Okay, you don't get a conveyor hole. Right, okay. And then, so you've now got additional wire in you. It's not much, but what we can then do is we come to the train timetable and we grab one of the copper lines. So you go from copper imports to Amsterdam. So how about we edit the timetable and we say, after Amsterdam, you come to this one. There we go. Cool. So that should then give us a little bit more cable to work with. That should also get some of the automated wiring flowing again, because we didn't have any of that working. Now we can try and head back, other than the fact I'm out of steel pipes. Good thing we're at one of the steel factories. We can head back to try and get the words are escaping me. Yeah, we can head back to try and get the oh wow, that's going quick. The elevator part's going again. So I will meet you guys back over at the Nexus. Okay, so here we are back at the Nexus, and between episodes, and actually after it crashed and everything, I've just had to redo it. I put all the lines together for the splitters and everything, or not the splitters, the mergers. So all the lines are now together for the screws, the plates. The bit we do need to do is this bit over here, which is, I need to change that from screws to iron plates. So we'll paste that in all of these. And I'm just going to quickly double check my notes. Oh, no, apparently I closed them, but I'm sure it was 10 I needed. Must have closed them when everything crashed. Right, okay. And then you go in there, you go in there. And we will set those settings there. You need a power line to go. Where does it actually go? Just kind of like there. Oh, okay. We need to clear this barrier, and this is where we're going to kind of go over the top. So these ones are popped up one, so if we pop this up 1, 2, 3, 4, turn it around like that, we can then come here and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can feed. Oh, that is mildly infuriating. Right, so let's put you there and try and set that so it's level. Hook that in. Yeah, that's not level. Oh, that's so annoying. Right. Right, let's try that again. That's got a slight up. But that slight up looks better than the down, and then I'm going to take that out. There we go. Okay, so that's now fed. Does need some power, which is not a problem. We feed that from there to there. So that's now going to feed these guys. And then because we've got this coming out this side, I'm going to put the lifts on this one and feed it out this side for the plates. So I'm going to want that nice and close because we're going to need the room. I'm out of rods. But I need that, that's not a problem. Right, okay. Do not need all of that steel that iron I just saw I'm carrying. That's fine. Right, okay. So we can put you in here. Right, now how much do you make a minute? 20 a minute. So that means we can grab our Mark 1 lifts, and they only need to pick up one to clear the assemblers, constructors, whichever ones these are. There we go. Cool. And you're going in there. And we just weave it backwards and forwards like that. Okay. And then... Ooh. So, I can't remember if I've mentioned this, because like I said, this is the second time I'm trying to do the recording for this episode. So, the big question I've got is, at the time I'm recording this yesterday, they announced 1.0 is coming out, which is super exciting. But, the question we're going to have is, what's going to finish first? Me, or their 1.0 development? That is, to my mind, the big question. Now, I will need to make a cut here in a couple of moments, because I will need to re-bring up my notes for how many of the assemblers we're going to be needing, because that bit I cannot remember. So if you give me just a moment, I will find that out, and then I will bring you guys back. Okay, so I have managed to get the notes back up. God bless Chrome and its reopen close tab mechanic. Right, so what I'm going to need is, it says we need, for the first bit, 6 assemblers. Which is fine. So let's get into production, and where are our assemblers? Have I got enough for 6 on me? I do not. So let's go shopping. I'm going to hope that cable starts coming in, because we are going to be needing that sooner than later. I did notice our rubber stores are full, which is good. So hopefully we are getting cable produced over at our copper facility, because let's see, it's going with rubber in the train, so it should be getting some. Apologies for those stutters there. Right, so rotors I think are down near the copper production, so we can grab some reinforced plates. Here's the rotors. And then cable. Where there is cable there. Lovely. Cool. Okay, so that seems to be starting to straighten itself out, which is good. Like I say, I have killed some of the overflow and the sinking, but we don't need the tickets at the moment. We really don't. So I don't mind that kind of stopping in that kind of angle. So, I'm not quite sure what's causing all this stuttering at the moment. I really don't know. Ooh. Whenever it does it, I worry the game's about to crash. Right, okay, so we want 6 assemblers. I'm now sitting here and I'm going, do I actually just go up a floor? That might be easier. Yeah. Okay. So let's quickly put some walls in. Okay, and then concrete floor. Let's try and attach it to the top of this wall. Right, okay. No, I don't think that's in the right place. Right, hang on. Excuse me that. Right, okay. So if we put it in the top line there. Right, let's lock the hologram. Okay. So that puts a gap, so that's not what we want. That is what we want. But it does need to be lined up like that. Okay. Cool. And then I can put blueprint mode on. And we can just snap a load more down. Right, okay. I'm going to make sure I've gone far enough to cover these guys. Take that one down. Yeah, okay, alright. And then we can have this as a logistics floor. So we'll go up 2 more. And then let's grab that. Lock that again. Alright, so you were... yeah, locked like that, weren't you? Cool. Okay, and then again we'll just put a load of this out. Getting close to the arch here. I remember when we had to really fight to get to the top of that arch. Right, okay, so what I can then do is I can then lay down my 6 assemblers here. There we go, 6 assemblers. And we'll have them facing this way. 3, 4, 5. And 6. Okay, so technically for that we need 6.2 assemblers. Do we have enough for one more then? Okay, yes. And you are going to be making reinforced iron plates. Ooh. So that uses 3 times the plates, but more than 3 times the screws. Yeah, because 3 times that would be 36 screws, and that's using... hang on, is that 3? Yeah, it's 3 times the plates. So that's less efficient because it's faster, but it's using more screws. So we are just going to do that. And then paste this down. That's also matching the recipe that we've got set up, but where we need 6.2, you are going to be set to 20%. Okay. And then we need to get some of this stuff upstairs. So let's put... whoop, 1 set of floor holes in, because then we can work with that and we know what we're doing. So we can get the plates over here. Right, and for that you need 30 plates a minute. Okay, so we can make do with a Mark 1 lift. Cool, okay. And then we are going to want to, because here's our plates, we're going to want to go up here. They are slightly offset. Yeah, so they should be having the edge on that centre line there. So you're going to come down there. Hang on. Yeah, that should be... let's make sure I've got it pointing in the right direction. There we go, that now goes straight up. Beautiful. Put a cap on that. And then for these, right, we want bring you down. And the main bit for this one is actually this last one here. Because I won't bother putting a splitter on it for that last one. What I would do is I will just bring it all the way down. We'll do it just past there to try and avoid anything else. Right. And then... oh, that's too tight now. You don't want to do that. Okay, you'll do that. Okay, and then we can bring you down like that. Fine. And then if we grab splitters... right, they won't plug into these yet, but they are going to snap and line up nicely for them, which is good. Cool. Don't know why that's all come from a sudden stop. Right, so then we want to put all these out the way. And we want to bring them back down. Because then that will cause the snap point with that. Perfect. Okay. Cool. So that's that bit nicely done. Now we are going to need to bring a set of the screws over here. Now this is where it's going to be a bit odd. So maths wise it's not these two. God knows what that pole's doing there. These two are going to be merged with the rods to make the rotors. So it's this one over here we need to grab, which is putting its output through over here. Okay. So we'll bring that down there. Nope. There we go. And you can go in there. And then we'll run out of power, but we need to get upstairs. Thank you. Right, okay. Now what we need to do with this is we need to bring you all the way along. Right, so we're going to try and bring you like this. That's as far as you'll let me go. Okay. Now, how do we want to play this? Because if I'd been clever, I'd have brought that over further and I'd have had a better plan for this. But, you know, this is what you guys like to watch from what I understand, seeing me figure stuff like this out on the fly. And that is what you get from me and not anyone else. Because most of the other Satisfactory YouTubers, as you guys probably know, just boot things. So, you know, this would have been 2 seconds for them, because they'd have spent all this time building it and then just booped it. Right, okay, so what I think we're going to do with this one is I think we're going to bring it along the ceiling. Right, okay. Which means if we come here, we can do that, and then we can run this What am I short on? Alclad aluminium sheets. Okay. Let's go and grab those. But I have just looked at the time. So, I will add this onto the previous recording. So I'm not entirely sure how long it's going to be. But I will say, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions. They will help the channel grow. They help get out in front of other people. So thank you very much to those of you that do that. Thank you very much to my patrons and YouTube channel members. Your support is very much appreciated. And please don't forget that as a supporter, you do gain access to the save files for any of the open world games that I'm currently playing. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.